हाय स्टूडेंट, अभी तक हमने 12th क्लास के लिए वीडियो बनाए हैं। तो जो स्टूडेंट है उनका पर्सनली मैसेज आया कि सर आप बीएससी के लिए भी वीडियो बनाने का ट्राई कीजिए सर। तो हमने कोशिश की है, वीडियो बीएससी के लिए भी बनाने की कोशिश की है। तो आज हम बीएससी के स्टूडेंट के लिए वीडियो बनाने जा रहे हैं और वो वीडियो है मैग्नेटोस्टैटिक्स एंड मैक्सवेल इक्वेशन पर। ये हमारा पहला वीडियो है बीएससी के स्टूडेंट के लिए। अगर ये वीडियो आपको खास करके बीएससी के स्टूडेंट को अगर पसंद आया तो इससे हमारा जो चैनल है उसको आप लाइक, सब्सक्राइब, कमेंट कीजिए और पब्लिकली कमेंट कीजिए आपको वीडियो कैसा लगा। अगर कुछ कमियां हो हमारे वीडियो में, क्योंकि हमारी ये कोशिश है बीएससी के लिए वीडियो बनाने की कोशिश है। अगर इसमें कुछ कमियां रही है, इसमें कुछ आपको कमी महसूस हुई तो हमें वो कमेंट में लिखिए। कमेंट हम आपको रिप्लाई देंगे और हम जो कमी है, आपने जो कमी कही है वो हम पूरा करने की कोशिश करेंगे। तो शुरू करते हैं बीएससी के स्टूडेंट के लिए वीडियो मैग्नेटोस्टैटिक्स एंड मैक्सवेल इक्वेशन। वी नो दैट स्टूडेंट we have studied in electrostatics, that is electrostatics, it deals with the stationary charge. That means the stationary charge produces the electric field. Stationary charge produces the electric field, but this stationary charge is in moving position and it is moves with a constant velocity. Then it produces the magnetic field, that is the static magnetic field, and this static magnetic field called as magnetostatic field. This static magnetic field as magnetostatic field. Okay, so the source of what is the source of magnetic field? What is the source of magnetic field? In case of the Oersted experiment, he says that means that when the charge is in moving position, then it produces the electric current. Is it? The electric current produces the magnetic field? Yes. In case of the Oersted experiment, he says that when the electric current passing through the conductor, then it produces the magnetic field surrounding them, and the space in which the magnetic effects experience the conductor, this space is called the magnetic field. This space is called the magnetic field. Okay, so by the help of electric current we produce the magnetic field. But is it possible to produce the electric current by the help of magnetic field? Is it possible, or it is first possible by scientist Michael Faraday in 1931. It produces the electric field by changing the magnetic field, that is by change the magnetic field with the time, that is the time varying magnetic field produces the electric field, that is produces the electric current. Means reverse effect is also possible. Reverse effect is also possible, and this is the fundamental discoveries of induction. This is the fundamental discoveries of induction by the Michael Faraday. By the Michael Faraday, he produced the electric field by changing the magnetic field. By changing the magnetic field, and it gives the first laws, that is the Faraday's laws. That is the Faraday's laws. First, Faraday's law. Faraday's law. He says that, according to Faraday's laws, he says that whenever there is change in magnetic flux, whenever there is a change in magnetic flux, whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked with the closed circuit, link with closed circuit, link with closed circuit, then induce EMF produce into it. Induced EMF produced into it, that is induced EMF produced into the closed circuit. Induced EMF produced into the closed circuit. What is the statement of Faraday's law? Faraday's law, that is whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked with the closed circuit, they induce EMF produced in it. Then what is mean by magnetic flux? What is mean by magnetic flux? This magnetic flux is related with the lines of magnetic induction crossing or passing normally through the area. If we consider, if suppose it is the magnetic field B and it is the closed circuit or closed loop having the surface area S, then consider the smallest area element ds. Consider the smallest area element ds. Then the direction of the smallest area element ds is denoted by normal unit vector yan. It is denoted by normal unit vector yan. It is making an angle theta. So, according to definition, that is magnetic flux, that is the number of lines of induction, number of lines of magnetic induction passing normally through area, and this is given by phi. It is denoted by phi. It is equal to integration. B dot ds. Magnetic flux, number of lines of induction passing normally through area, and it is equal to phi B dot ds. It is also equal to, that is integrating the normal component over the surface area ds, that is phi or d phi, that is equal to B cos theta ds. It is also equal to B dot yan ds, and B dot yan, this B dot yan is equal to B cos theta ds, and this B cos theta ds is converted into surface integral B dot ds, because it is the vector, it is also the vector, and there is a cosine angle between two vector quantity. This product is denoted by the dot product, so we write integral, double integral or surface over the surface integral b dot ds, d phi equal to double integral b dot ds or surface integral b dot ds. Okay, so from this we define the magnetic flux, that is, or we define the magnetic flux density B, that is equal to B equal to d phi B by ds. B equal to d phi B by ds. That is theta equal to 0. That is, it is the uniform. Magnetic field is uniform. So theta it is equal to 0. So we get d phi equal to B ds, and it is equal to B equal to d phi by ds for small element, and for over all the surfaces we use the double integral. So it is also equal to magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density, it is equal to magnetic flux per unit area. Magnetic flux per unit area means B is the magnetic flux density, and it is equal to magnetic flux per unit area. Magnetic flux per unit area. Okay, this is all about the magnetic flux. Then whenever there is a, then written in our Faraday's laws, whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked with a closed circuit, then induced EMF produced in it, and this induced EMF directly proportional to or magnitude of induced EMF directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic flux. Magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic flux, and it is given by, so d phi is the magnetic flux. d phi is the magnetic flux. So we write E directly proportional to d phi by dt. We write E is directly proportional to d phi by dt, or E is the induced EMF equal to some proportionality constant K d phi by dt. It is also equal to E, that is equal to minus d phi by dt, where K equal to constant and it is equal to 1. So E equal to minus d phi by dt. This minus sign indicate that the direction of the EMF is such that it opposes the induced EMF. Direction of induced EMF is such that it opposes the changes that occurs. That means the current direction is opposite. Okay, so E equal to minus d phi by dt, and this is for the single loop, and if coil consists of n number of turns, then this is written as E equal to minus n d phi by dt. If the coil consists of n number of turns, means if it consists of the separately turns, that is, suppose this is the separately turns coil, and so the induced EMF is equal to sum of all the induced EMF is exist in the coil, and if this coil is closely packed, then the induced EMF is produced in each turn is the same, and so this equation is valid for closely packed coil. This equation is valid for closely packed coil. So E equal to minus N d phi by dt. E equal to minus N d phi by dt. Then we will study the integral form of Faraday's law. Integral form of Faraday's law. Integral form of Faraday's law. Integral form of Faraday's laws. We know that, student, before Faraday's law we discuss about the magnetic flux, and magnetic flux which is given by d phi equal to surface integral b dot ds. d phi is the d phi equal to surface integral b dot ds. It is the vector. It is the vector. So ds is the smallest area element, d phi is the magnetic flux, and b is the magnetic flux density. B is the magnetic flux density. So according to definition of the magnetic flux varying with respect to time, magnetic flux varying with respect to time, that is differentiate above equation with respect to time, we get d phi by dt, that is equal to double integral yes del b by del t ds. d phi by dt, that is equal to double integral yes del b by del t ds. But this time varying magnetic flux, that is the magnetic flux changes with respect to time, is gives the induced EMF according to Faraday's first law. According to Faraday's first law, and the direction is given by the Lenz's law. So d phi by dt, this equation becomes E equal to minus d phi by dt. E equal to minus d phi by dt, that is equal to minus integration over the surface integral del b by del t dot ds. Del b by del t dot ds. This is the differential, but this is the partial differential. We use the partial differential. Why we use the partial differential? Because it is the function of space and time. It is the function of space and time, and for the space variation with respect to time, we use the partial differentiation. Not dB by dt, it is the del b by del t. It is the del b by del t. D and del, it is the difference. This is the partial, it is the differentiation. Okay, so E equal to minus d phi by dt, that is equal to minus surface integral del b by del t ds. So, but you know that, student, this EMF is related to work done to moving the charge once around the circuit. Work done to moving the charge once around the circuit, and this, when there is a work done, so the force acting on the charges due to electric field, we know that, student, E equal to force per unit positive charge. Electric field intensity, that is the force acting per unit positive charge, E equal to F by Q. So according to definition, W, that is equal to close integral F dot dl. This loop is used for closed circuit. Loop over on the integral is used for closed circuit. suppose we use the conducting loop and this is the dl, this is the dl, so F is acting, okay, so W equal to F dot dl, but from this equation we write W equal to integration QE dot dl, QE dot dl, or W by Q, that is equal to integration of E dot dl, that is equal to integration of E dot dl. But the work done per unit charge moving around the closed circuit once round, so this is equal to the EMF, this is equal to the EMF. So E equal to integration of, for the closed circuit, E dot dl. अपन इसे सी पण घेऊ शकतो, हम यहाँ पे सी ले सकते हैं और क्लोज लूप भी दे सकते हैं, ओके. सो ई डॉट dl, दिस इज द EMF that is equal to E dot dl, that is equal to E dot dl, and according to this equation we write, suppose this is our first equation and this is our second equation. If we compare these two equations, we get that is integration of E dot dl, see, or loop, closed circuit, E dot dl, that is equal to integration of double integral, surface integral, del B by del T ds, del B by del T ds, and this is the integral form of the Faraday's law. This is the integral form of the Faraday's laws, and from this equation it is shows that the varying magnetic field, that is the magnetic field varies with respect to time, produces the electric field, then we consider the differential form, of Faraday's law, differential form of Faraday's laws. Dear student, in electrostatic we have discussed about the Stokes theorem, which is given by integration C F dot dl, that is equal to double integral S del cross F ds, So this F is replaced by E. So Stokes theorem is written as E dot dl, that is equal to double integration over the surface integral del cross E ds, del cross E ds. So E dot dl, this is our third equation and this is our fourth equation. If we compare this equation with respect to this equation, we get, that is the compare equation 3 and 4. Compare equation 3 and 4. We write integration over the S del cross E ds, that is equal to minus double integral S del B by del T ds, So This equation is hold for any surface. Therefore, the integrands match and we get del cross E, that is equal to minus del B by del T. Del cross E, that is equal to minus del B by del T, or curve E, that is equal to minus del B by del T. This is the differential form of Faraday's law. This is the differential form of Faraday's laws. That is, this differential form is obtained by applying the Stokes theorem to the integral form of Faraday's law. To the integral form of Faraday's laws, and from this laws or from this differential form, it is also appears that it is also clear that the time varying magnetic field produces the electric field or induces the electric field. थैंक यू सो मच स्टूडेंट। अगर आपको ये हमारी पहली कोशिश थी, अगर ये वीडियो अगर पसंद आया है तो आप हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। हम आगे भी बीएससी के स्टूडेंट के लिए वीडियो बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे और इससे भी बेहतर करने की कोशिश करेंगे। तो इसलिए आप हमें कमेंट्स कीजिए ये वीडियो आपको कैसा लगा। अगर अच्छा लगा तो इसको लाइक कीजिए और आपके फ्रेंड्स में शेयर कीजिए ताकि वो भी हमारा वीडियो का आनंद ले सके। और हमारा जो चैनल है वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा आप बीएससी के जो स्टूडेंट है वो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। इससे भी बेहतर हम आगे हर यूनिट पे हम वीडियो बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच स्टूडेंट।